and allow us to still come in here and um, go to work every day with next to our teammates. It's been a long off season since we didn't have OTA, so just continuing to put that work in on our own um, proved to be challenging at times during the off season. So to be back in here with everybody, it's awesome. With the season going forward, we really don't know yet. Honestly, like we just have to be patient. We just have to take our time and take it one day at a time. Right now, we just finished our second workout of the week. About to go get some lunch, and that's it. I'll show up tomorrow and get tested again, barring that our tests are negative and says we can come in the building. So I can't really speak for what's out ahead. Me personally, though, I'm not nervous about it. I'm honestly excited. Like I've been waiting to play football. It kind of helps. It'll help get back to some sort of normalcy through all this chaos that's going on right now.
Go Dave next.
Hey JD, thank you for doing this. Hope you're doing well. Two questions for you. One, can you take us through body transformation? I guess I think a lot of us saw the pictures, but what'd you do? How did your body change, and how do you think it can help you on the field?
Man, short version, I worked out for about 20 weeks this off season, and I took maybe 2 weeks off. I ate super clean, and I just really pushed my body to a limit that it hasn't been in ever. Really, my body's never felt this good. And through those 20 weeks, it was a lot of 2 days. It took a lot of hard work, a lot of pushing myself to the point where I want to quit almost every single day, and still just being resilient, being mentally sharp, focused, and just having the ability to push through the workouts. I think that just that mindset, that having to push that hard every single day consistently, is going to help me, just stay focused and learn how to just be locked in pressure situations throughout the season. So I mean, yeah, I made a physical transformation, but I feel like I'm mentally more available, mentally better than I've ever been in my entire life. So
What do you weigh now versus what you did before? And in that 20 weeks that you were working out, is that longer than normal just because of the off season?
yeah, it is a lot longer than normal because of the off season, but I mean, I think I weigh 245 right now. I was like 238, 240 ish. So it, it 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 was a big jump. It was a big jump. Um, it took a lot of work to turn what I had a lot of fat on my body into muscle and just to be able to be in way better shape.
So the other question I had was the Lions said today that Matthew Stafford had a false positive, and that's why he had to spend some time on the COVID list. Not to talk about his situation exactly, but just as players, how concerning is that? I mean, he tested on a Saturday, right? So if this was a game week, he would have missed a game. That's your quarterback. So how concerned are you guys about situations like this where a false positive could take a key player out for a period of time?
Yeah, I mean it's one of those things that are going to be questionable for sure. But at the end of the day, like we knew coming into this that there were going to be situations like this, and it's just something that we gotta hope the NFL and the NFLPA can continue to work at to, I guess, knock things out, knock situations out that are going to come up like this. Because yeah, this might be the first one that we've heard about, but I'm sure there's more that are going to happen. So we just gotta hopefully they come up with a better way or continue to work on the way that we're doing it to test everybody, and I'm confident that everything will work out how it needs to.
Okay, let's go Justin.
Hey JD, I know you've only been in the building for a couple days, but what's been the most challenging adjustment as a player with the different restrictions you guys have in there now?
Um, I wish that we could be around the whole team at one time. So, I mean, I think that's the biggest thing. We got a great group of guys that work out in my group, but we all have to. You have to limit the amount of people that are in the building. So it's gonna take time for us to get to that level. But I just miss being able to interact with each and everybody all day, every day. So, but it's a matter of time.
And when we talked to Christian Jones earlier this year, he said he was coming to your place and working out in the quote unquote Lions Den.
Yes,
Just
sir.
curious if you can tell us a little bit more about this home gym setup you got going on.
Yeah, man. The marquee thing in there was this big picture I bought It's a big old lion, a picture of a lion, and I just put it down there just as like a little bit of motivation. You know, it's a really cool picture, and we got some weights and got a little squat rack and a little bench and some dumbbells and about a couple 100 pounds of weights, and we just went in there and went to work every single day, man. I mean, you know, just being able to go in there and still have a place to really push yourself to the limit, you know, and not falling victim to the circumstances that are, you know, are out there around us was it was awesome. It was a good opportunity for us to continue to bond and build a relationship as teammates and as brothers, man. So it was a good time.
All right, we'll go Nick Bumgarner, then Ben Raven.
Hey, Jarrad, thanks for doing this. Speaking of bonding with teammates, how much have you gotten a chance, you know, considering these circumstances, to connect with Jamie Collins, maybe pick his brain at all or get to know him? What has that been a process? Have you guys developed any kind of relationship there?
Yeah, I mean, it was tough to kind of build that over the phone for a while, but luckily I kind of get to see him, you know, every day here in the building these past couple of days, and just being able to sit there and just talk to him, man, and just listen to him and him listen to me, just pick each other's brains. It's really cool. Like he's a guy that I enjoy. I mean, honestly, like he's probably one of one of my favorite types of people that I've ever been around, and he's only the second guy that I know who is actually like that. Like who just that same mannerism, his same personality. So like people like him, I love being around. And
Why is that?
I mean, he's just real. He's upfront, straightforward about everything, and it's just like it's simple. Like there's not a lot to him. Like you know, some people they want um, some people they want to paint this image of who they are, and it's a lot simpler just to be who you are and not have to worry about trying to portray it onto other people or make people see you, hey, I'm like this, but I'm really like this. Like Jamie's who he is, and he doesn't care who likes it or who doesn't like it, and he could care less. Like it doesn't really matter. So just being around a person like that just allows me and everybody else to just let your guard down and just be you, man. Just be genuine.
And if I could squeeze one more in, what pieces of his game or parts of his game do you really appreciate, or have you you noticed, or maybe some that you want to emulate at all, if there are any?
I mean, ever since like he was in New England the first time, and still like he's just been super athletic, man. Just been able to do so many things. Been making plays in the pass game, dominant rusher. Like just watching him, he's just super fluid in his movement, everything. Like I just being like seeing that guy play, like it's definitely somebody I was like, man, I hope I can make plays like this. And now being in the locker room next to him, like it's awesome, man. Like I try to keep it cool, just be low key. But you know, I mean, I've been watching him for a long time and seen him make great plays. So I was glad to be able to play next to him.
All right, Ben, take us in for last question.
All right. Kind of going back to Dave's question about your physical and mental transformation over the offseason. I don't want to call anything about this offseason easy, but I was wondering if like the virtual work and more time on your own, kind of away from everyone, did it kind of open up to work on yourself a little more, like you were saying, physically, mentally, and just kind of, was that a goal going into the season, or was it kind of just reactionary to how things were playing out?
I think with the way things played out, I kind of had to make a decision at the end of the day to say, okay, I'm either going to fall victim to this and be like, man, I can only do so much, or I'm going to take the reins by, you know, take life into my own hands and kind of manipulate my situation and make the best out of it. And I did that every single day. There was things that would come up, and I'd be like, dang, am I going to be able to work out today? Or am I going to be able to do what I need to do today? And I just get up and take it literally. Start at breakfast. I get up, eat my breakfast, my steak and eggs or my chicken and eggs, and then I go upstairs, get dressed, put my t-shirt on and my shorts, and go outside and warm up, and then be like, hey, are we going? We're not going, whatever. We're going. That's cool. Let's go. And then just living in the moment each and every step of the way, and just breaking the day down into little hour segments, and just making sure that, you know, I was where I need to be. I just did what I need to do. Some days were harder than others, but just getting up and answering the bell every single day was my calling. Like I just made it my move every day.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, Jarrad. Thanks, everyone. We'll talk to you guys on Thursday.
Thanks,
Jarrad.
Thanks, Jarrad.